Hey guys, welcome to our review of Lupinranger vs. Patranger number 26. I'm your host of Frozen Stratos. Here with me today we have
Cinder Blaze
and Makotoa.
My dudes, welcome back on today's episode. We just got done watching Lupat number 26, and it was exceedingly fine.
I wouldn't call it.
Not. Yeah, I feel like that word has a positive connotation.
Oh,
this
okay,
was,
yeah, fair enough. Well,
completely bland. This is like oatmeal without any sugar or fruits or anything in it.
Yeah, fair enough. Because, since Noel's sort of the crux of the episode, and we don't really have any idea what his intentions are, overall, his master plan, watch as Alex sinks deeper and deeper into... Are you okay?
Yeah.
No, but I don't know. We don't really have a handle on Noel's character, and he just came off as so bland. And the conceit of this episode as well. Stop with that. The conceit of this. The conceit of this episode was just so asinine. Because they're thieves, right? Why are they investigating? Why are they going undercover? What is the point if they just thieve the item? If they just steal the item?
Yeah,
why wouldn't they do that?
It doesn't really feel like they steal. It's more like they beat the boss and just collect the loot afterwards.
I think the real question here is, why did Noel have all of those unnecessary backflips?
He gets scared and he just sort of recoils.
Okay, there's that one scene where he runs into the person who's holding the auction and just randomly backflips.
He just backflips.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa.
And I feel like if they're developing something in this in that scene, it's that the flipping is like a nervous tick that so when he gets frightened, he just starts panic flipping all over the place.
He flipped a couple of times when he tried to have the jump on that guy in the parking lot later. So it's just his way of greeting people, apparently.
Oh man, a shit ton of Zelda speedruns. He just feels like that is the most efficient way to reverse to life.
Man, even the fight though, that was pretty exciting, and we didn't have that stupid that rotating camera shot that I really don't like.
Yeah, I remember they just had a budget this episode.
Hey, they had that new insert song, and that was really good. That pumped me up. So I will say that this episode was a net positive, especially since Alex, you and I are about to watch Amazons. So I'm gonna take what I can get. It was exciting. It was a lot more fun than I feel like I'm gonna have the rest of the night.
Hey, Amazon is at least fun to hate. For this one, it just felt a little painful. Just because, at the beginning of the episode, I was talking about how I felt like Noel kind of helped the show out in a little bit. Just the general quality of the show was better afterwards. But as you also mentioned during the watch along, well, maybe it was just the writers just being better for those episodes, and he just happened to be in them. Mm-hmm. And this was an example of an episode where he was in the episode and the writing was complete shit. And maybe it was just the writing that was the issue all along. And jeez, I don't know why the Patrangers weren't the ones undercover for an auction like these.
Is this a show where there's going to be multiple different writers per episode, or is there an overarching writer?
There's always head writers, and we rarely get shows where it's always the same writer. The last time we got it.
It feels like this is just being phoned in. This is my job as a toku writer, and I'm just this is my premise. Here we go.
That's exactly what Zyuohger felt like, and that's kind of the main writer's style.
At least the characters were.
Yeah, I know, but like they're
Well,
operating under the guise that people think that these guys are compelling characters. When this episode, this was not the case.
Yeah, I feel like we got our least developed characters in this episode.
Yeah, like
I think Pink barely edges them out too.
Yeah.
Barely.
Honestly, I feel like she has more development than Ichigo.
Oh yeah, like I feel like for Ichigo, he was, at least for me, he was such a likable character from like the get-go that you didn't need to spend time on him. Like,
and
agree.
he's such
like,
a personality that like everything he does and like just his actions inform everything about him.
Yeah.
And he's to me he's the strongest like presence when it comes to character, and the fact that they're not keying into that, the fact that they're not playing that up is baffling to me.
Like there's iconic moments with him just being him that I still remember, like the one where he was going he was like walking on some bridge and some like random guy passed by. It was the ice dude and he was munching the ice. He was like, man, the freak show's out today or something like that. It was amazing. But we don't get enough of him in this show.
Yeah, like
we don't.
It's been so long since that's happened, and I don't know why they're not. Because I don't know, man. Is it bias? Is it me being biased towards the Patrangers to want more Patrangers, or are they just the better characters?
I enjoy their episodes more for the most part these days. Like, I still like Lupin Blue because he's the cool guy, but his episode was kind of lackluster minus, like, the cold, icy stares. Like, that's the best you get out of him.
Yeah, and that's us gleaning stuff. That's us making fun of the episode, or at least trying to get some fun out of it.
This was good, ironically. You know,
yeah.
It's not intentional.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, by the way, for any Lupin Blue episodes, I highly recommend you go and watch our previous watch-alongs for those, because those are our favorite episodes to mock.
I
mean, speaking of Lupin Blue episodes, our next one is seemingly going to be a blue and green focus episode, and it's going to be zany as all heck.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that. Very much so.
I honestly though, I want some red. I'm itching for some red. I get it. I would like to see that episode. It's not that I like. It's just like with Solo. I want something else, but this Solo on its own is enjoyable. So I won't complain that I got it. I would like Kenobi, but I got Solo.
I don't know. I mean? Like, I've been itching for some more Sakuya because he's really grown on me as a character, and now that he
turned into a different character.
Strange. I actually am looking forward to seeing him too.
Yeah, like I feel like this episode, this next one, the premise of it, sort of. I don't want to say keys into again, because I said that already, but it keys into some of his best, most, like, prominent qualities. That being, you know, him putting 110% in and trying to prove himself. And through dance, he shall prove to them his worth.
Yeah. Also, I feel like the actors for Blue and Green can probably pull this type of episode off the best out of the entire cast. So I'm really looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah, because you have your zany one, and then you also have the
Tsuruki.
no, the what is it? The straight man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have the cool guy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little bit reminiscent of randomly seeing Stinger start singing into a mic with his, like, friggin'... I don't even remember what he was wearing.
He wasn't wearing anything. Wait, was he? Wait, hold on. I know he had a boa. No, Tsurugi had a boa.
That was Tsurugi.
Yeah.
What was he wearing? I don't remember.
Someone had tassels on their arms.
Somebody did have tassels.
Yeah.
I remember that. It's hard to forget that.
I'm pretty sure it's the Phoenix.
Okay, fair enough. But guys, is that about it? Is that about all you wanted to say? I did also again want to highlight the music, the insert song. That was really good, and I wish that was the opening.
Yeah, the music and the fighting from the Sentai was probably like the best part of the episode.
Yeah.
The villain was just so lackluster that like we didn't even talk much about him just because he was so like blah. Like there's nothing to really say about him. So yeah, those are my final thoughts.
Michael?
I'm good.
Cool. Anyways, guys, that just about does it for us. If you like this episode, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to hear more from us each week, yeah. Keep it juicy.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah?
Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm. We have a few more seconds of this thing. Almost there. Almost there. Yeah.